Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to my The 100 Line Last Defense Academy playthrough. So, for those of you who already know who I am, hi, welcome back to another Let's Play of mine. But for those of you who don't, hi, my name is 8-Bit Owners, and I am a YouTuber who mainly just records whatever I feel like recording, which is part of why I'm recording this, despite being in the middle of a Higurashi Let's Play. If you're interested in that, feel free to go check it out, but no worries. But I record mainly visual novels. This is arguably my biggest branch out in a while, given that it has SRPG elements. Yeah, mainly Let's Plays of visual novels, sometimes some anime reactions as well. That's mainly what I do on my channel. I have like one or two incomplete RPG playthroughs way back, but not something I've done on the channel in a while. No guarantee that I won't, though. Um, yeah, so I've decided to record this game because I was going to play it anyways. I put up a poll about it, and it was actually really split whether I should record this or not. And I'm being dead serious with you guys. The tiebreaker for me was a Magic 8 Ball. No, that's not a joke. On two separate days, the Magic 8 Ball told me I should record this game. Same answer. And so honestly, it told me the same thing twice. And so I'm like, maybe I gotta accept this as a sign that I'm gonna love this game. I don't actually believe the Magic 8 Ball has any like mystical powers or something. But I don't know. For some reason, I have a really high success rate with the Magic 8 Ball, it seems. So I'm just gonna choose to trust it. Sometimes when I play a game that I really like and I don't record it, I kind of regret that I never get to see my first reactions again. So here we are. I will say I'm very interested in this game because it's a fusion of a lot of things that I like. It's got, it's made by two directors that I really like in Kodaka and Uchikoshi, the directors of Danganronpa and Zero Escape and the Somnium Files, respectively, all series that I love. But then they threw in SRPG elements, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan, like huge Fire Emblem fan. And so, while it's not quite the same thing, you kind of took a lot of elements that I'm interested in and put them all together in one big package. And I've heard very good things about this game so far. And so I'm just very intrigued by this game, so I'm really excited to play it. But honestly, that's more or less enough for the intro. Like I said, I told you guys, I gave you guys the channel information and why I'm here for the game. I hope you guys are excited for the game as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. I guess before we get started, I will kind of start by saying I did play a little bit of the demo, but if you see right here, it really was not much. So we're going to just restart the game. I'm not going to start on day 2. That'd be kind of weird. There's like no reason to do that. It's not like there's even a ton here, but that does mean episode 1 is mostly not going to be new content for me, and there's a good chance none of it is new content. It's better than the first 4 episodes not being new content, right? I picked up the demo to just try it out just a little bit to see if I was really feeling the game, and based on the demo, there were some things I didn't love, but overall I was like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling it, like I can get behind it, and that was enough. And so yeah, I stopped pretty early in case I decided to record, which I inevitably did, apparently. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this new game. We are these the only difficulty options? They're not a higher option? I don't know. Last Defense Academy recommended for first-time players. Kind of doesn't sound particularly like a hard mode, but whatever. We'll stick with that. Hopefully the game's not too easy.
nothing ever happens to me.
Kind of how jarring that
Each day
intro
just
is.
like the
So
day
much
before
like
and the day before that.
that juxtaposition is kind of
I
crazy.
live my life in the same town with the same people, watching the same commonplace events play out day after day. Just a mundane, average life. Nothing more, nothing less.
Just kind of a fascinating
Same old,
setting to
same
me.
old. This is how it's always
It's
been.
like Tokyo residential district that seems to be like surrounded in a dome. Like, what led us to that point?
Takumi, time to get up. Breakfast is ready.
Coming.
I'm sure you guys noticed this by now. We're playing on English voices. There's a small chance that I will consider switching that, but
It's about time. Your father already left for work.
there's one thing that I remember not loving from the demo. That was the lip sync
What are you doing helping yourself to breakfast?
in English.
This isn't even your house.
Hmm? Come on, it's not that big a deal.
She's right, Takumi. You and Kato have known each other so long, she's practically one of the family. I don't know why you don't just get married and make it official already.
Huh?
Sheesh, Mom! Don't encourage her!
Bro was not having it. She seemed fine with it though.
These eggs are delicious.
Sure are putting them away.
I can't help it. Your mom's such a great cook.
They really,
It's nice to know
really
someone
are
appreciates me.
very quickly setting her up to be that like
So,
kind of cutesy girl next door type,
home yesterday.
or like long time friend, I guess is a better way to put it.
She's been too busy with her research lately.
Your mother's really something. Raising a daughter all on her own while juggling a full-time job can't be easy for her.
I guess so.
Well, it's not like I mind you coming over. Just call first, okay?
Sure.
Come by anytime you want, morning, noon, or night. We'll always be glad to see you here. To tell you the truth, I always wanted a daughter.
Bro's like, wait, what?
Well, I must be such a disappointment to you.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, Tacky. You're the best.
Yeah. Sure.
Bro's already got a nickname and everything. They're definitely playing up how close they are.
Oh, man. We've got that big test coming up soon. What a drag.
What are you complaining about? I've never seen you take a test you didn't ace.
It's just a matter of studying hard enough. Mom likes it when I get good grades. Hey, we should do a study session. We'll ace the test together and make both our moms happy.
Academia is not really my forte.
Don't be so modest.
Oh, we're getting another like
You can do it if you try, Tacky. I guarantee it.
that seems like a flashback moment to me.
Well, maybe you're right.
Like a
With enough lucky guesses,
like a
I
he
can
remembers
budge my way
that
through.
smile.
No problem.
And like a you can do it.
Positive outlook I was looking for.
Seems like the type of thing they
Long way to go.
have a flashback towards later
Each day is just like the day
when he's like
before
having a
and the
moment of
day
doubt.
before that. I live my life in the same town with the same people, watching the same commonplace events play out day after day. A mundane, average life. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, huh?
This is an administrative announcement. All citizens report to your nearest shelter until further notice.
Another alert, huh? Feels like there's been more of them lately. Huh? Don't worry, it'll be alright. This happens all the time. You know it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know. It's just... I don't like sirens. They always remind me of that time when my dad died.
And she's got a real tragic backstory, huh? Dad died in
Let's get you to a shelter.
presumably some kind of incident that involved sirens, maybe something similar to this one.
Right over there.
Mom always doing research. Gotta say, it's kind of hard to commentate on something that you kind of already know the general story beats of.
Watch your step.
Doing my best, though. Oh, the hand-holding already?
What do you know? Looks like we've got the whole place to ourselves. The security alerts are just another part of our daily lives. When you hear the alarm, you go to a shelter until the danger passes. What exactly that danger is, none of us know for sure.
It's kind of interesting. A lot of things that I definitely didn't really remember.
Before these alerts, or why they started in the first place.
I didn't realize that no one
As a
really knew what they
society,
were, to be honest. I kind of
accept
forgot that.
This is the way it is, and let them become something normal, mundane even. We'll be okay. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Nothing ever does.
Those are the most famous last words ever.
I know that, but... Say the thing.
Really? Again?
Please, for me.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karuha. No matter what.
Promise.
You're
Bro,
squeezing your
they're
hands
like,
tight.
they're really pushing this. They are very close, needless to say.
This is an administrative announcement.
Nothing happened, looks like.
It is now safe to continue your day as normal.
You would expect some kind of something, like some kind of sign of whatever it actually was, right?
I told you it'd be alright.
Really gotta wonder what exactly is going on up there.
See? Everything's just the same as always. Come on, we'll be late for school.
Yeah. We should hurry.
I feel like surely after an alarm like that, like, it's kind of justifiable to be a bit late to school, right?
Up you get.
And that's how the game ends. The protagonist has died, just fell down all the stairs.
Taki, you okay?
Bro, there's no getting up from that. He just broke every bone in his body. Be for real.
It's a relief.
That jump scare dog just cooked him.
You lost? Hey! Where are you going?
Don't run off on your own! Oh, great. Where did she get to now? Huh? Hey! Karuha!
Running through the back alleys. Some old school busted up windows and everything.
There being a school around here. Looks like the place is abandoned. Karuha! What is she thinking?
Still running around. Oh, pre-roam section. Don't believe there's anything to investigate here. Oh, right, I have to read. Kara, where are you? No answer. What do I do now? Kind of forgot that I'm going to have to read things. Not that that's a problem. Into this room.
Karua?
Oh, it's the dog. What the dog doing?
It's you. What in the... Whoa!
What in the world? Got a little ninja vanish smoke bomb. Bro had a substitution jutsu. Bro, I don't know what I'd do in this situation.
Some kind of weird toy? Or a robot, maybe? And how does it know my name?
I've finally got you all to myself. That girl chasing me wasn't part of the plan at all. I hate it when people go off script.
Saying it's off script is so strange to me. Definitely something I'll probably make a mental note of for no reason.
Irresistible, wouldn't you say? Such an attractive young lady, too. The two of you seem awfully close.
True.
Just how much does that girl mean to you?
Huh?
Oh, don't be so bashful, fella. Nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, it'll make things a lot easier. I'm gonna need you to shove this into your chest. Pointy end, of course.
Yeah, just.
What?
You should kill yourself now.
This is an emergency announcement. The complex's danger level has increased to
You see? While you're here dilly-dallying, it's already begun.
It's begun? What has?
Why, the end of the peaceful everyday life you have been living, of course.
Huh?
Yep, that's the face everyone makes at first. I never get tired of seeing it.
Bro, you're a little
Thought
evil,
your
okay.
life would go on like this forever, didn't ya? It's okay. It's just the way people are. But starting today, your life is about to change. Pack your bags, mister. You're going to war. Hey, where you going?
Bro, you gotta give him a Hellcat or something.
Come back! Come on!
You just gotta give him like a signing bonus. That's how they get the Marines, at least.
What the hell was that just now? God, where have you been?
That alert just now, it was different from the normal one, right? What's going on?
It's okay, we're gonna be okay. Just be careful, I ran into this really weird thing back there.
Good lord. Whole place falling apart.
What was that? Oh, what is it now?
Moderately horrifying.
Come on, let's get out of here!
Why they got so many eyes for?
What the hell was that? And what is going on here? Nothing ever happened to me. Each day was just like the day before. and
Jesus.
Until now. I live
People
my
getting
life
massacred.
with the same people, watching the same commonplace events play out day
Oh, not the
after day.
tentacle monster, bruh.
Now all that is changing.
Ooh.
Everything I
Ugh.
thought was falling apart all around me.
Getting stretched out. You're barbaric, bro. My lord.
Oh, damn it! What happened? Karua! I have to protect her. Have to protect Karua. I promised. I said I'd be there for her. No matter what. No. Get away from her!
You want to see that girl,
Bro.
right?
So evil for just showing up like that. Oh, I forgot I'm gonna have to read multiple characters' voices. It's a Kodaka game. They're not fully voiced. Oh no, I'm not much of a voice actor. The voices are probably all gonna be the same. I'm not gonna lie. I know that it's probably more entertaining if I go full on voice actor here, but I am not built for that. I am not built for that. Of course you do. You'd have to be downright heartless to stand by and watch a dear friend suffer at a time like this. It's just a shame there's nothing you can do about it, the way you are now. And don't go thinking some hero is going to swoop in and save her for you either. Life is cruel. That's just the way it is. Those monsters are going to violate the poor girl in all kinds of nasty ways until she's begging for the sweet release of death. Ugh. And they'll probably tear her limbs off one by one while you sit here, helpless to do anything to ease her suffering. I mean, that one's true. We did just watch that dude get, like, completely stretched from all 4 limbs. Both arms, both legs. Don't like it? There's only one thing to do. You have to save her yourself. Me? But how? Here, you left this behind. Huh? No time like the present. Think of this as an impromptu entrance exam. What? What am I supposed to do? That dagger's imbued with a very special power, something far beyond your understanding. Once you plunge it into your body, the power will flow into you, giving you everything you need to fight. Power? Fight? I don't... Just give it a try. Give it a try? You're telling me to stab myself in the chest. It's no time to dilly-dally. Or shilly-shally, for that matter. And don't even get me started on filly-fallying. Bro, you don't even get him started. Dilly-dally, shilly-shally, filly-fally. Don't matter. Celtics in 5. I mean, come on. There's a damsel in distress who needs saving. What are you waiting for? A written invitation? You're running out of time, you know.
If you don't do something soon, your pretty little friend is done for. You're the only one who can save her. You can do it. No, you have to do it.
Bro said you should kill yourself. I'm not sure... I'm not really sure there's much you could do in this situation to convince me to stab myself. It would convince me that's the only way, you know? Kara. So what's it going to be? Will you join the fight? It hardly makes a difference to me if one teenage girl dies a horrible death. What happens next is all up to you. It's up to me? Decide your destiny. Fight the weird monsters? Fight them. Or don't do anything. Sorry, I have to know. I have to know. Don't do anything. It's your future. So dramatic. What? After all that, you're saying no? What now? You gonna write a crappy review about how the game was too short and ask for a refund? Go ahead, see if I care. I never liked you anyway. What is up with that sprite? Hold on, are we gonna talk about that? Is there a way to hide the dialogue box? Whatever, I'll worry about that later. Game over. Alright, that's the end of the series, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I thought this was a pretty good game overall. I really liked the 2 cutscenes we watched. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna stop messing around. We're gonna fight the monsters. It's nice to see the check mark there to kind of indicate that you've already done that at least. Kind of reminiscent of an Uchikoshi game to a degree.
Damn it. This had better work.
I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I was acting more out of desperation than anything. I picked up the dagger and removed it from its sheath to get a proper look at it. The blade was dark red, so dark it was almost black. Looking at it was like gazing at a pool of blood. The sight of it filled me with dread.
Here goes nothing.
I took the dagger in both hands, gritted my teeth against the incoming pain. and thrust the blade into my chest. Definitely a normal blade, by the way. Imagine it actually was just normal blade. We're doing the... I think that's a classic, like the transformation, like... I don't know, just kind of floating like that naked. Feels kind of a little tropey, but... That is a serious drip improvement, though, so I'm not mad at it. It's like watching a Persona Awakening. It's basically what I just watched.
Feels good to have all that power coursing through you, doesn't it? We call this hemo-anima.
Hemo-anima.
Rah!
Like
Never mind
blood
what
magic.
it's called. Just use it. Kill those things.
They basically just said blood magic, but different.
You're home to those you hold dear.
I believe this is the first gameplay section coming up. Win condition, annihilate all enemies. Lose condition, oh, I advance past that automatically. Choose to act by placing your cursor on a character and pressing A.
Here we go.
When you select act, the skill list will open. Try selecting / first. What if I don't want to? Green spaces are areas you can move to, and red spaces are areas where you can attack. If you're selecting a skill, you'll be able to move and attack simultaneously by selecting a red space. Yellow spaces represent the / attack range. Place your cursor on the exclamation mark to attack 5 enemies at once. Yeah. Okay, there we go. You can rotate the direction. That's good to know. Just trying to... Seems a little finicky. No, actually not really. I was trying to go on diagonals. That's why I was finicky. But it doesn't need to read diagonals. Okay. When you use a skill, you'll consume AP, shown in the upper left part of your screen. You can take as many actions as you want per turn until your AP reaches 0. Fully restored every turn, and can even be gained by defeating specific enemies. Characters that have taken an action will become inflicted with fatigue, preventing them from moving more than a single space.
Let's go.
But that conveniently lets us... Okay.
I've got this.
Conveniently lets us reach here. Is there any reason to not end your turn on 0 AP? I assume there has to be, or that alert wouldn't be there. Enemies will continuously approach on the battlefield. Small enemies with high movestats can quickly breach your defenses, so be sure to prioritize taking them out first. Okay, so lots of ads will spawn throughout fights. Gotta clear those, or things will be bad. But now we have fatigue, so... Remaining AP is carried over to the next turn. Oh, okay, that's good to know, actually. So it's not like a death sentence to float AP.
Ready when you are.
Alright, and now we've got 3 AP, so we should just win here. Looks like we would have won there with 1 AP, but, you know, not the point. I'm guessing that top bar was ultimate. Voltage will accumulate as you fight enemies. When it reaches 100% or more, you'll be able to use a special attack. Special attacks are powerful moves that allow you to strike without spending AP. Instead, the character will be inflicted with stun, preventing them from taking any action until the end of the following turn. Oh, that's a big cost. Try placing your cursor on the character and pressing RB to use a special attack. I'm guessing it's going to have a better AoE for the situation. Yeah, it is. Although, like... Low-key. I know this is a... Oh, well, no, they can reach. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna say, I know this is a tutorial, and so I'm just gonna do what they tell me to do, but... I feel like 2 of the side slashes would have more or less done the job there. Alright.
Woo! I knew you could do it. Nobody can spot fighting potential like I can. Whoa!
Combat system seems relatively interesting.
You okay?
Decent amount potentially going on. I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Taki!
You're safe now. Everything's gonna be fine.
What are you wearing?
It's a long story.
Don't mind the,
How did you
like,
even understand myself?
magic glow where my heart is.
I knew you'd protect me. I knew you'd keep your promise.
How touching. A knight in shining armor, charging in to rescue his princess from danger.
Taki,
All right, whatever you are. I want answers. Just what is going on here?
Congrats again, Takumi Sumino. You passed the test, and you did it with flying colors. You're now an official member of my illustrious academy.
The Last Defense Academy?
Academy?
I hereby, formally, and majestically authorize your immediate transfer.
Majestically.
Congratulations!
Not the fireworks.
Hooray! Hooray! Woohoo!
What?
See you on the other side!
Sayonara. What in the world? What is going on? That, like, his memories? That, like, some representation of his brain or something? Alright, on to day one. Which I've also played, but, you know, not the point. The classic. That's the classic Danganronpa start, you know? It's just a classic right there. Oh, whoops, I had a line to read. No, I didn't. They said that out loud. I came to with my head resting on a hard wooden desk. My head still felt fuzzy as I tried to make sense of my surroundings.
Classroom.
Did I fall asleep at my desk? Is this my desk? How did I even get here? I don't remember a thing.
What happened to me?
Oh, you'll remember soon enough. Looking around the classroom only brought more questions. Several others my own age were also here, each of them slumped over a desk, just like I'd been a moment ago. Is there a way to hide the text? Whatever. Just like I said, I'll worry about that later. Huh? Whoa. Hey, what gives? Where am I? Who are you guys? How did I get here? I never met any of them before. Judging from the uneasy glances they were all throwing around, nobody else seemed to know each other either. Just what is this place anyway? Some kind of messed up classroom? Then, is this a school? Doesn't look like any school I've ever been to. I don't recognize it either. So, can anyone tell me what's going on here? No one made any move to answer. We all just stood there in an uncomfortable silence. We were all in the same boat. None of us had any idea how or why we'd been brought to this strange place. You guys know what this means, right? I mean, a situation like this, there's only one possible explanation. Huh? You know why we're here? Elementary, my dear Clarissa. What? Stick with me and I'll explain it all. Your laugh is way creepy. My name's not Clarissa. I think I'm gonna take a look outside. The boy who'd spoken went to the door and tried to pull it open, but... Clatter. Okay, so the door won't open. I'm not scared or anything, just so you guys know. Ugh, what the fuck, man? On the other side of the classroom, someone else was trying to tear the shutters off the windows without success. Clatter, clatter. Okay, not Mondo. Open, damn it. I'm not screwing around here. It appears we're locked in. Obviously, someone didn't want us leaving on our own. Locked in? You mean... We're locked in. Let's get to it. We've been kidnapped? No freaking way. I don't understand it either. Why would anyone want to shut us all up inside a school? This whole day's just been one big mess. I'm just gonna remember things now. What the? That's right, I do remember something. Last thing I remember, I was fighting some kind of weird monsters. There was a bright light. Then I was here. Huh? Same here. I was all swing, 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 and the monsters were all oof, blarg, bort. I'm dead. For real? You guys had to fight those things too? From the sound of it, we all did. Then, all that really happened? Thought I just drifted off into some immature fantasy. All of us had the same experience. Let me just confirm something. Did you also speak to that adorable mascot creature? We're calling that thing adorable? Adorable mascot? Does she mean that thing? I don't know if I describe him that way, but I talked to some kind of mascot, yeah. Then, are you saying the one who brought us all here? I can only imagine that charming yet devious little creature is the one behind it. I don't know why. Literally something as simple as being like that adorable mascot, that charming creature, already gives me weird vibes with this character. That thing shut us up in here? I don't get it. Just what does he want us to do anyway? Isn't it obvious? A group of students waking up in a weird school with no way out, a shadowy mastermind hiding behind a cute mascot character. It's a killing game! We're gonna be forced to murder each other in increasingly elaborate and ingenious ways. Ah, oh, so real. Danganronpa 4 real? Killing game? No way! I'm not doing this. I refuse to murder anyone, no matter what this mastermind says. Dude, you are totally going to be the first victim. Saying stuff like that is gonna trip all kinds of flags. Shut up, shut up! You're gonna jinx it! That's when it happened. Huh? What is it now? It's time to get to know your new teammates. Let's all introduce ourselves. I think that's what that said. Introduce ourselves? What does that mean by teammates? I guess whoever's in charge wants us to get to know one another. This is so not the time for that. Someone help me break down this door. We gotta get out of here. Just try it. We've probably got bombs implanted in us that'll explode if we try to damage school property. Oh man, that sounds like something that might actually happen. At any rate, I don't need to hear your life stories to know how incompetent you all are. Who you calling incompetent? I ain't gonna let that slide. What, you think I won't hit you just because you're a girl? Well, you're right about that. I don't hit girls, or kids, or old people. It's an ironclad rule with me. You answered your own question without any prompting from me. You're even more insecure than I thought. You want to die, bitch? I don't hit girls, or kids, or old people, but I'll fucking kill you. Everyone, please, perhaps we should do as the blackboard says, at least until we know more about the situation. It can't hurt to just exchange names and some basic information, right? I agree. Trying to resist a kidnapper tends to end badly for the victims. Looks like we're doing introductions now, like this is the first day of school or something. I'll just talk to everyone one at a time and see how it goes. Alright, introduction time. Basic info, classrooms. When in a room, you can move the on-screen cursor with the left stick and investigate people and places with A. Investigating places with the exclamation mark will progress the story. A story guide will show in the right-hand side of the screen, so give it a look if you're feeling lost. You can also double-check which places you can investigate by pressing X. Make sure to proactively check out any places that seem interesting. Go ahead and hit that. Okay, so the monitor. There's someone I should talk to first. Oh, I'm glad they let me investigate that. Let me guess. I'm guessing I can figure out... no, it's not the same thing. Okay. Not a blackboard, but a monitor. This is pretty impressive. What does this number indicate? Okay, so I guess we're just gonna talk to everyone. That's the simplest thing to do here. I'm able to... No, can't pause the game. I don't really need to. I just figured, you know, maybe save. All right, we'll just go left to right. Keep it easy.
Name's Takamaru Yakushiji.
Takamaru Yakushiji.
I'm gonna warn you right now. If you see me getting mad, just keep your distance. When somebody sets me off, I punch first and ask questions later. Can't help myself.
Really is just Mondo again, huh? Wow, talk about anger issues.
So hey, you fought those monsters, right? That mean you transformed too?
Transformed? Yeah, I guess you could call it that. It just kind of happened in the heat of the moment.
I know, right? How freaking cool was that?
Huh?
Bro's rocking with it.
I felt like some kind of hero out of a kid's TV show. Getting to go wild with all that power was such a rush.
Honestly, I found that whole battle pretty traumatic. Going on a power trip was the last thing on my mind.
I gotta wonder how the rest of the TRC's doing, though. Those freaks really went to town on the place.
Yeah. They weren't shy about attacking people either.
For all we know, there could still be survivors trapped in wrecked buildings or under rubble and shit. Maybe there's little kids lost and scared without their parents. Or old folks who can't get around like they used to. We don't got time to dick around here. Someone needs to get those poor bastards to safety.
How about that? He's actually a nice guy, I think.
Clock's ticking on the lost and injured while we just sit here with our fingers up our asses. We ought to be out there helping out and putting the town back together. This is really starting to piss me off.
The violent but for a good reason archetype. Like, has anger issues but tries to direct them in a positive way.
Here comes the rage!
Boy, you better get out the way.
Hey, what are you...
Back off, man! I warned you about this already. Get away from me! I ain't gonna rest easy until I hit someone, and I don't want it to be you!
Okay, I'm going.
That's as good a sign as any to get out of there. In the end, I still can't tell if he's misunderstood or just a regular hoodlum. Takamaru is certainly something. Who's this little Ryoma clone?
Is it alright for me to introduce myself too?
We got a little mix of Ryoma and Teruteru here. By the way, I know I mentioned this, that I played all the Danganronpa, Zero Escape, and the Somnium File games. I will do everything in my power to avoid any real spoilers for those games, so it's not like you need to like click off this Let's Play if you don't know what's going on in those games. I don't think I should accidentally let any spoilers slip, and if I do, I'll just probably edit them out, because I don't want to be the guy who spoils someone. I mean, even my thumbnails are typically, I do my best to keep them spoiler free. I often, when I'm playing Higurashi, there have been several instances where I've had to choose some pretty boring thumbnails because I didn't want to go with a blatant spoiler in the thumbnail, which is, I mean, probably bad for getting people to click my videos, but if that's not why I do YouTube, so not that big of a deal. If that was why I did YouTube, I have no clue if I'd be doing this series right now, because I have no clue if this will generate viewers or not. Typically, when I go to a new series, I assume it's going to do worse than my last one. But, like I said, I'm not too worried about that, honestly. Is it alright for me to introduce myself too?
Getting to know anything about a depressing loser like me will probably only make you feel bad, but if everyone's doing it...
Alright, I'm probably not going to go too crazy with the voices, but I might try to differentiate them a little bit, and this guy seems pretty easy. You just got to put on the most depressed voice you can, it sounds like.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Thank you for being so nice to me. Here it goes. My name is, what was it again?
You're lying. You're lying.
It's been so long since anybody
Bro.
bothered to call me by it. Even I'm struggling to remember.
What?
Oh, right. It's Shoma. Shoma Genzaki.
Shoma. Alright, Shoma. Just what kind of life do you have to live to start forgetting your own name?
I'm sorry. My name's making you feel bad, isn't it?
Huh? Why would it do that?
It's too big of a disconnect. A lowly worm like me's got no business having a name this cool.
Bro's gassing his name up. He thinks that name's cool?
My name's the only cool thing about me, though. The rest is just one big pile of shortcomings and insecurities. It's a stretch to even call me a person.
Bro, what?
I'm more like a parasite. minus the ambition.
Did we get Ryoma except like even more depressed?
I think you're being a little harsh on yourself.
That was actually a pretty generous description. But don't worry, I've got no illusions about how worthless I am.
Okay.
I don't get good grades. I can't play sports to save my life, and I don't have any skills or interests that set me apart from the crowd either. My only friend is my pet dog. He's the only one who ever talks to me.
Technically, I don't think dogs really talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be bored out of your mind talking to me. You haven't spat on me even once. And I repay you by wasting your precious time.
What in the world is this guy's life?
Please, don't feel obliged to ruin your day by talking to me any more than you already have. I'll do my best to keep out of sight so I don't bring down the mood for everyone else.
Okay, bro. I've never met anyone with such low self-esteem before. This guy makes houseplants look assertive. That is a crazy line. Makes houseplants look assertive. Alright, let's interact with you.
Kidnapping us and locking us in a school? Why would anyone do this?
I wish I knew. This whole thing's a mystery.
It's a pretty terrifying situation. I can already feel my body reacting to the fear. Does anyone have a clean pair of underwear I can borrow? Asking for a friend.
Bro, what? You're lying.
Do you need to take a bathroom break?
No. So long as you're here with me, I can endure any amount of bodily discomfort, sister dearest.
Bro, what?
Don't say weird stuff like that in front of people, brother dearest.
Huh? Are you two siblings?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, right. We haven't properly introduced ourselves yet. My name is Ima Skumo.
Ima? Alright.
But enough about me. Let's talk about this delightful young lady by my side. This is my charming, adorable, talented, intelligent, unparalleled twin sister, Kako.
Bro is gassing her up just a little. Just a little.
It's nice to meet you.
Kako.
Oh, you're twins. I guess you do look kind of alike.
That's how they said that?
This is my
Oh, you listen to the whole line again?
adorable, talented, intelligent, unparalleled twin sister, Kako.
Kako and Ima. Okay.
Oh no, not at all. Next to my sister's transcendent beauty,
Bro,
I'm
what?
nothing but a puddle of pig barf.
What is with this dude?
She's so lovely. Unidentified species of bugs and animals flock to her whenever she goes outside.
I wouldn't mind so much if they were regular species I'd seen before.
Oh wow, that's like real? That actually happens? What in the world?
Don't go thinking she's just another character who fits into the little sister archetype either. My sister eclipses every other sister who's ever existed. Even all of them put together couldn't hope to match her. It's a crime that the word sister could possibly be used to describe anyone else. It should belong to her, and her alone.
So bro's a little strange.
You're going too far again, brother dearest.
You and your sister sure are close, huh?
Close doesn't even begin to cover it. She's my guiding
What the...
light,
Bro,
one who
is this
gives
just
me
gonna keep
purpose.
going?
Beat me, stab me, stick lit matches under my fingernails. If it's for her, I'll bear any indignity with a smile.
What in the world?
You're really going too far now. This is so embarrassing.
So bro is a little strange.
Oh, even seeing you get all bashful.
Oh,
and flustered
nah.
is like sweet, sweet nectar to me.
Bro, how long is this gonna go?
Every
I guess this
single
is
day,
2
there were
intros, so
lucky
twice as
stars that I
long.
was born your brother, sister dearest.
Seriously, knock it off.
Bro will not listen. I don't get their dynamic at all. Must be a twin thing. I don't think that's exactly a normal twin thing, man. I mean, I don't have a twin myself, so maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, no. 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 Emma's a little weird. I don't even really know what to think of her. She was just like getting embarrassed by Emma the whole time. So I guess, how do I forgot how to pronounce that again. I think it's Kako.
This is my
But I could
adorable, talented,
I'm gonna listen to this whole line again.
unparalleled twin sister, Kako.
Kako, Kako, Kako. Yeah, so he's a strange one. For sure. He's a strange one. Kako, we barely saw anything of her there, to be honest. What have you got, bro?
My name is Eito Aotsuki.
Eito Aotsuki. Alright, Eito.
High school senior. I'm guessing you're the same?
Bro kinda got some drip, though, I'm not gonna lie. Although, I mean, his whole color palette being, like, white and gray. I guess it gets a little same, like, well, and some black, like, as some, highlights? Like, some contrast?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe, I think maybe just the hair is a little much.
I thought so.
Whatever.
Always
But he does have
figured
some
we'd be
drip.
the same age. Give or take a year or two. Is that just a coincidence?
I don't know. It could be, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. This hasn't been much of an introduction so far, has it? Let's get back on track. Do you have any hobbies? What's your zodiac sign? How about your favorite food? Or your favorite movie? Are you seeing anyone?
Good
right now?
lord,
What do you guys
man.
do for a living?
Bro, is this an interrogation?
Whoa, 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 slow down. You need to give me time to answer before you ask a new question.
Oh? Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I'm not very good with social
Ah.
situations. I tend to get nervous and overcompensate.
Okay.
Really? You seem to be doing okay to me.
No, I think the way he described that is pretty perfect. Maybe not the nervous as much, but the overcompensate part. Bro was like really trying to go all in there with the
I've
questions.
spent a lot of time in the hospital, so
Hmm.
I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to making friends. If I do or say anything
I see.
strange, please let me know. I'm trying to do better so I don't make people uncomfortable.
Bro just does not have experience in social situations because he was in the hospital so much.
Okay, sure. I'll do that.
This guy seems pretty easygoing. I'd never have pegged him for the socially awkward type, but I guess being isolated from others will do that to you. Why was he in the hospital, though? I don't see any scars or injuries. Does that mean he's okay now? I mean, you can barely see his skin. Like, he's got a whole jacket on. There's plenty of places there could be scars or injuries, I'd say. But probably not the type of thing you should probe about anyways. It's one of the things, if they want to tell you, they tell you.
I can't remember the last time I was around this many people. It really puts things into perspective.
Are you going to be all right? Let me know if there's anything I can do, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Alright, so that's Eito. Shoma, Takamaru, Kako, and Ima. And Eito. I'm trying to just remember names, so I gotta keep going over the characters to try to remember them. Who are you?
I am Hiriko Shizahara.
Hiriko, okay. Okay. Is that it? She seems scary, but she's a lot calmer than the others. I should try to get some more information out of her.
I was wondering...
Weren't you listening? My name is Hiriko Shizahara.
Right. I heard your name just fine, but I thought maybe you could tell me something else.
Nope.
Like what?
How about those monsters that attacked the town? Do you have any idea what they might be? And could there be more of them out there?
Who knows?
Sick answer.
Do you
Thanks.
have anything else to say?
Nope.
Blindly speculating without anything to back it up is just a waste of time.
Surely, that's obvious.
Well, yeah, but
I have no intention of wasting my time on you. We're done here.
Okay. She completely shut me down. I guess that's all I'm getting out of her for now. And she turned around. She said, "Nope. Nope, not even gonna give you the privilege of looking me in the face, bruh." She seems kind of like a mix of like Kyoko and Celeste to me so far. On a very first impressions.
Seriously, what the heck is going on? I'm freaking out here.
are you okay?
He's freaking out here, bro.
What kind of question is that?
I guess that's a fair point.
Do I look okay? Who would be okay in a situation like this? Nothing about this is okay.
I guess in all fairness, yeah. Who would be okay in a situation like that?
What rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? What did I do to deserve this?
Hey, try to calm down. I get that you're scared, but we all feel that way.
Who cares about you guys? We've never even met before.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste time worrying about you.
That's honestly valid, but dang, you didn't have to say it like that with that much stank on it. So much for first impressions.
Okay, fine. Sorry I asked. Have fun figuring this out on your own.
Huh?
Bro said, wait a second.
Hey, where are you going? You can't just walk away and abandon me.
What are these sprites, bro?
You're the one who said.
Come on, man, I got scared and lashed out. When you're gonna cut me off over something like that? That's cold. It's because I'm poor, isn't it? That's discrimination. I hope you get canceled and end up alone and friendless.
What? Bro, what? What in the world? What is this cast, bro? I mean, I do remember Kodaka characters always being a bit tropey, but it's definitely... Whew, it's, they're coming on strong with the tropes, I feel. Just one thing after another with this guy.
Ugh, I must have the rottenest luck in the world. It's like everything's out to get me. But this is some next level BS. Is this karma? Was I a serial killer in the past life or something?
Dang, bro, is it that bad?
Look, let's just take this one step at a time, alright? How about you tell me your name?
Yeah, wait, that's a good point. What is your name?
Gaku Maruko.
Gaku. Gaku Maruko.
If I had to get plucked out of my normal life, why couldn't I end up in some kind of harem setup?
Yeah? I fair enough, I guess.
Girls have to like me if there's no other option, right? Having other guys here ruins it.
Bro, we might need to look out for bro. He might kill us.
Fall off and die somewhere. Just let me have this.
Trying to get along with someone this self-centered is exhausting. I think I'll just leave him be for now. Yeah, let's do that. Who are you, not Angie? Tsubasa.
Nice to meet you.
Tsubasa.
Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Not really. I'm just as clueless as everyone else.
Whatever we're doing here, I hope we get to leave soon. I'm still worried about all the people we left behind.
Yeah, that's fair actually. Now that she's mentioned it, so am I. I hope everyone's okay. God, yeah, I was about to say, like, Karawa. Did Karawa get home safe in the end? What about my mom and dad? I defeated all the monsters I could, so they should be fine, right?
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
And now you're a mechanic in your own right. That's cool.
Nah, it's nothing. Really, I may be good with machines, but I'm pretty hopeless when it comes to other stuff.
Well, it's still potentially something useful, you know? Being able to work on machines and whatnot.
I'll catch a ride with anyone if they've got a cool car. That gets me in trouble sometimes.
Yeah, I think you might need a refresher on stranger danger.
That's so real.
But you fought those monsters just like the rest of us. That takes real courage.
That was a do or die kind of deal, though.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess it's a lot easier to show some kind of courage when it's like, well, there's not really another option here.
I don't want to do anything like that ever again. Just thinking about it makes me want to...
Oh, Lord.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I just need a minute to calm down.
We hurling, okay. I'm really starting to worry about this girl. Despite all the vomiting, Tsubasa seems like one of the more normal characters we've seen so far.
I'm Darumi Amamiya. Nice to meet ya.
Why'd she say it like that? And that is a crazy design.
Who are you gonna target?
Target?
You'll never win the killing game if you don't know who you're gonna kill ahead of time. Unless... Is it me?
What?
I seem kinda dumb, right? And way too trusting. It'd be easy to trick me into meeting you alone somewhere and then BAM!
Wow, this voice actor is having fun with this role.
Hey, you don't really think that's why we're here, do you?
Of course I do. Anything less would be a huge disappointment.
Girl said, this better be Danganronpa 4.
Stories. Getting chosen to take part in one is a dream come true.
But that stuff only happens in games and anime, right? You wouldn't actually want us all killing each other.
Nah, dude. The fact that it's real is the best part. It's life or death, no takebacks. I mean, I don't really care if I end up dying. Either way, I get to escape my train wreck of a life, so it's all good.
Ah, I see. That's what's going on here.
Huh?
Come on, don't tell me you're some kind of normie.
Okay, my bad.
Living the same boring life day after day is such a downer. You get that right? Right? If it's between a short life full of excitement or the slow grind of mediocre mundanity, I know which one I choose. I can't wait for the killing to start!
That's another really strange sprite. They really went a little crazy with these sprites. Just gotta say. This girl's got a unique way of looking at the world, to put it lightly. I don't think I'll ever see eye to eye with her. That's the cast. It's certainly a strange cast on first impressions. Lots of big personalities here, I'd say. Everyone seems to have some kind of trait in the intro that they really, really strongly present. I'm gonna see if it... Does she have a giant paperclip on her hip? I'm talking about Darumi. Like, is that a giant paper? What is that? Bro, it looks like a giant paperclip. Is there also one, like, on her neck? What is going on with her design? Okay, sorry. What I was saying is, it seems like there's a lot of very unique personalities. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of mellow out a little bit during the game. But I'm sure they'll kind of keep a lot of their traits, right? Like, I'm sure Takemaru over on the left, I'm sure he'll still be pretty aggressive, and Shoma will still be extremely depressed. Ima will probably continue being a creep towards his sister. Kako, honestly, we didn't really see much of her personality besides being, like, embarrassed about Ima. Eito being kind of nervous and socially inept. Kiriko, I mean, just being kind of cold, right? Oh God, what is that guy's name? Gaku? I think that was it. I don't know why. For some reason, he reminds me of Mishima from Persona 5. But, you know, he'll probably continue to be relatively self-centered. Tsubasa will probably, I don't know, continue to be mechanically inclined, you know, but a bit like weak stomach, you know, and Darami, I guess, will continue to be a little crazy. Low-key, not really low-key though, depressed. Like, I'm sure we'll continue to see all of that, but I imagine they'll mellow out a little bit and not only show those traits, or at least I hope so. Right? I definitely am expecting some kind of character growth. By my understanding, this game has a ton of writing, so if none of these characters evolve at all, that would be, would be disappointing. Alright, looks like I've spoken to everyone. So what now? I really have to get home soon. I usually walk my dog this time of day, and he gets antsy when I'm not there. It's not going to be that simple. If you don't have anything useful to contribute, keep your mouth shut. Okay, good lord. You're right. An insignificant bug like me should know my place. I'll just sit in a corner and stay quiet from here on out. What's going to happen to us? I have a feeling we'll be receiving more instructions soon enough. Someone is probably out there somewhere, watching our every move. Yep, classic. I bet you bro's about to show up right there. Everybody stand ready to greet your commanding officer. That's the bell again. The text on the blackboard changed too. Greet your commanding officer?
Hey!
Sorry to keep you waiting, recruits, but I'm glad to see you're all getting along. That voice. What's up, bro? You gonna drop on in? Yep.
It's the robo-bastard from before!
Yeah, wee! Now we're talking! Can't have a killing game with a more evil mascot!
Oh, robo-bastard. Obligatory. I have to have you court-martialed for defamation of character. I have feelings too, you know. It may have been a cliche entrance, but I gave it real
Music
style.
is kind of crazy, must say.
Anyway, like it or not, from this day forward, I'm going to be your commanding officer. You can call me Sire. Got it? Sire. Or just Sir.
Sire. Okay. They threw one more name to remember in there. Commanding officer? You?
With that out of the way.
With that out of the
It is
way.
my
Oh,
pleasure to
he's reading that
welcome
one.
you all
My bad.
To Last Defense Academy.
Last Defense Academy? Such a wonderful name, isn't it? Drill it into your skulls. This place is your new home away from home, after all. What exactly does that mean? You'll be taking lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. Just kidding. It's going to be much worse than that. Hold on a minute. Do you seriously expect us to live here from now on? That's what I said, isn't it? I did say that, didn't I? Let me just check the transcript real quick. Talk amongst yourselves in the meantime. In the real time, what? Enough of this bullshit. You can't just lock us up and expect us to do whatever you say. Now, don't get so riled up. Also, there's one thing I need to make absolutely clear. This is not a request. It's an order. An order? Order my ass. You think you got any right to tell me what to do? After I beat the crap out of you, I'm busting down that door and getting the hell out of here. Takumi let out a scream of rage and charged forward like a wild beast bearing down on its prey. But before he could make contact... Don't you dare lay hands on a superior officer, soldier, or do you want me to detonate the bomb I had implanted in you? What? Those words instantly stopped him in his tracks. A bomb? You actually put bombs in us? You gotta be shitting me. It's true. I took the liberty of installing them when you arrived here. You were all out cold at the time, of course. Are you serious? Why would you do that to us? It's to threaten us into joining the killing game, right? Yahoo! Bro, she's crazy. If these explosives are inside us, does that mean you performed some kind of surgery? You touched my dear sister's naked, vulnerable body without her consent? What a novel way to commit suicide. No jury in the world would convict me for killing you now. But, brother dearest, please, if you try to hurt him, you'll get blown up. Give it up already. Even if you destroyed me, what then? You might be able to make it out of this school. However, returning to your regular lives in the Tokyo residential complex is no longer possible. Not possible? So it's not just a matter of you not letting us go back, but that we physically can't? Ha ha ha. You're a sharp one. Outski? Is that his last name? Yeah, that's Ato. That's all I know. But allow me to spell it out for some of the slower students. This school lies outside of the Tokyo residential complex you all know. Outside the complex? That's not funny. I mean, come on, man. Is that even possible? You're confused. I don't blame you. None of you have ever been outside the complex before. Not only that, but you barely receive any information about the outside world in there. You've been placed in uncharted territory, both physically and conceptually. Anyone would need time to properly process things. Maybe a little demonstration will help you come to terms with it. Siri turned to face the window, and his eyes flashed red for a moment. Leap. There, I've opened the window shutters. Take a look for yourself. Wow, they're operated remotely? Wow, she seems really stunned by that. We all crowded around the window, hoping to see something that might help us make sense of all of this. Instead, what we saw only divorced us from reality even further.
There's no ceiling.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. No, it went farther than that. I couldn't even believe what I thought I was seeing.
Could that be the sky?
Crazy world that's so shocking to them. Above us, instead of the domed ceiling I'd spent my life looking at, was an unbroken view that reached higher and higher, as far as the eye could see. For the first time ever, I was getting a look at the world outside the complex.
The sky?
No way. Somebody tell me I'm dreaming.
Never mind that. Look over there.
As crazy as it was to see the sky, that's not what had us all staring in disbelief. Rather, it was what was going on beneath it. Oh my god! That's just hellfire! Just a short distance away was a towering wall of flame.
The world is burning.
Even Hiriko seemed shocked.
Dude, that's fire. It's all fire. But why is it that weird color?
That's a good question.
I'm scared.
Don't worry. Your brother, dearest, will protect you.
The world outside the window was aggressively alien. A single expanse of endless sky, an impenetrable barrier of otherworldly fire. Nothing in our everyday lives could have prepared us for this. It was like we'd been transported to another dimension, or maybe even hell itself. Is this the afterlife? We die already and this is where we're going to receive our eternal punishment? Nah, it's gotta be an isekai deal. It'll be like that time I got reincarnated as the world's last hope, but the Overlord forced me to kill all my friends. What? This character's kinda crazy. It may as well be a different world, considering what you know of it. This is what lies outside your home in the Tokyo residential complex. This is the outside world? This can't be happening. That sky and the fire, there's no way this is real. Oh, it's real, all right. This is no game, no VR simulation. The sky, the undying flames, it's all real. Undying flames. It's not just a fancy name.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Never?
That's what I said.
Yeah, I suppose it is what he said.
They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
But that's impossible. They gotta go out eventually, right? Right? You're only saying that because you're still following the logic of the world you know. Huh? There are more things in heaven and earth, Mariko. than are dreamed of in your Tokyo residential complex. Now that you're on the outside, you're going to encounter a heck of a lot more impossible things. Because, as it turns out, this is how the world really works. I didn't really get all that philosophical junk, but there's no getting through that burning ring of fire, right? And that's our cage. That's the thing that makes sure there's no escape for any of us. No escape? Those words sent a chill down my spine. Hearing them spoken out loud made it feel that much more real. I still don't understand. Why did you do this? Why did you bring us here? To kill each other, obviously. What are the rules? Do we hold a trial after every murder, or is it more of a battle royale kind of deal? Kill each other? Oh, no, no, no. That would be simply barbaric. Where do you get these ideas? That's not it? Of course not. I have much bigger plans for you than some disorganized murder spree. No, what I have in mind is a calculated, one-sided massacre. A massacre? Since we're on the subject, let's move on to the main event.
You were all transferred to this academy for a very special reason. I have a mission for you to carry out. Your objective is the complete and utter extermination of any and all enemy troops who dares to threaten our beloved school's peace. During your time here, you happy few, you band of fighters will be molded into the perfect special defense unit.
Alright. Special defense unit? Wait, what enemy troops? It's not a killing game? Forget all that happy few crap. You still ain't answered the most important question yet. Why us? There's gotta be some mistake here. No one in their right mind would trust a talentless wimp like me with such an important job. Hey, try to show a little enthusiasm. Being chosen for this squad is a great honor, you know. I'm really, struggling to create any kind of voice for this guy, for Sire. Who's responsible for this? Huh? There must be a mastermind controlling everything from behind the scenes. Someone who chose to single us out for whatever reason. So who's pulling your strings? Who set all this up? Goodness me, you're so suspicious of everything. If you must know, the one who chose you for this mission was... Convenient alarm. What's that noise? An alarm?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Oop, we'll have to come back to this later. Sounds like we have company. So we're locking the school down. Whatever that is. Oh, it's like a shield generator. What the hell's gonna happen this time? This attack came sooner than I expected. They really must be desperate. They who? Who else? Siri turned to face the blackboard, and his eyes flashed red once more. Leap. The remote operation again. Why is she so, enthralled by that? Those things. Guess we could have seen that one coming. Those monsters look the same as the ones that attacked the complex. No kidding. And they're swarming in like cockroaches. Don't just stand around. They're coming this way. We gotta get out of here. The correct response here is fight, not flight. What do you think I brought you here for? I don't care. I didn't sign up for this. Maybe. But if you don't take action, those monsters will get inside the school pretty darn quick. And then they'll slaughter every last one of you without the slightest hesitation. They want to kill us? Don't like it? Then fight. You already have all the power you need. You mean that hemo whatever that you gave us before? That hemo anima. That's right. With a little hemo anima on your side, defeating grunts like these will be easy as pie. Now, battle stations, everyone. Get ready to defend your beloved school from the enemy menace. No way. Absolutely not. Aside from that one time, none of us have any experience with stuff like that. You can't expect us to... I was gonna say, we're definitely jumping to someone who's like, yeah, cool, whatever. You want us to fight? So be it. Just like that? Fight or die. Those are our only options. I, for one, have no intention of dying today. Yeah, count me in. You too? Honestly, I'm still kind of bummed that we'll miss out on the tension of never knowing who's going to turn on us next. But an us versus them killing game could be fun too. Maybe we'll get skin-tight bodysuits and crazy compressed energy weapons. I'll probably be about as much use as a lantern in the daytime. I don't like this, but I'll be damned if I let those freaks take me out. Alright, I'm in. I ain't about to sit on the sidelines and let women and children fight for me. The strong gotta protect the weak. Everybody stand back. It's time for Takamaru Yakushiji to bring the pain. Spare us your outdated notions of chivalry. I'm far stronger than you anyway. You want to take this outside, bitch? You guys are crazy. We're not talking about some random street punks here. They're full-on monsters. We shouldn't even be thinking about fighting them. We have to find a way out of here before it's too late. But why, though? So long as those undying flames are around, none of us are going anywhere. And even if we were to escape somehow, what's your plan for getting back to the complex? Is it starting to sink in? You really have no choice but to fight. That's your purpose for being here, not to reason why. Now get out there and do or die. Fight or die. One thing's for sure, I don't want to die. Dying alone and confused in a place like this would be beyond tragic. In that case, there's only one thing I can do. Sorry, but you can count me out. Huh? We've got no way of knowing whether what you say is true. You've certainly done nothing to earn our trust. By your own admission, you're the one who abducted us and brought us here against our will, and now you want us to fall in line and follow orders. I don't think so, sir. Hey, he's right. For all we know, he could be the one who sent those things after us in the first place. Either way, I'm gonna pass too. There's no way I'm getting involved in another battle with those things. It won't make any difference whether I join you or not. Actually, I'd probably just get in your way. What should we do, brother dearest? Oh, we're definitely staying out of it. I'd never allow you to be put in such a dangerous situation, sister dearest. Sounds like we got a bunch of lily-livered pacifists here. I always said peacetime would turn the next generation soft. But that's why I made sure to recruit a diverse bunch. It takes all sorts to win a war, as they say. There's no time for further discussion, so we'll make do with those of you who are willing to fight. Just the three of us? From the look of it, this is just a scouting party. Not much to them. You three should be plenty to handle it. All the better if I don't have to worry about anyone else dragging me down. An incompetent ally can be just as much trouble as an enemy. We'll see who's incompetent once we get out there. No time to waste, you three. Follow me to the war room. Siri trotted towards the door, his eyes flashing in a now familiar shade of red. Bleep. The sound of the lock disengaging came a second or two after. Ka-check. That feature is so cool. Before we go, let me give the rest of you a little piece of advice. I said before that you would all be killed if this school fell to the enemy. But the truth is, there's much more than that at stake here. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. What? You see what I meant when I said you have no choice but to fight? Mull it over. If any of you change your mind, the war room is right down the hall. With those parting words, Siri left, followed by Hiroko, Takamaru, and Darumi. Everything we hold dear? But how could that have anything to do with this? Siri, did he do something to Karawa? Could he have taken our friends and families hostage? Don't let him rattle you. That's exactly what he wants. Huh? Odds are it's all just lies and empty threats. Your imagination jumps to the worst-case scenario, and he uses that fear to control you. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I mean, there's no way any of this is for real, right? They wouldn't really kill us, would they? This is real life. Stuff like that doesn't happen. Lies? Empty threats? I'm not so sure about that. Sirie's shady for sure. I'm not about to believe everything he says without questioning it. But what if he's not lying? Is that a risk I'm willing to take? What if I really do die? I've seen firsthand the carnage those monsters are capable of. Shouldn't I try to fight back, or at least offer some kind of resistance? Can I really afford to stand idly by and do nothing? Alright, let's see what they got to say, I suppose. Why would anyone expect me to get involved in a war? I've met nematodes that are better fighters than me. But you must have fought back in the complex, right? No, not even then. What? I thought we all fought those monsters at least once. When the monsters attacked, they busted up my house real bad, so I grabbed my dog and got out of there as fast as I could. Sirie showed up at some point and kept telling me to fight, but I couldn't have done that even if I wanted to. It's that bad, huh? In the end, he had to stab me with that weird dagger himself, and then I passed out. Next thing I knew, I was here. I guess not all of us went through the exact same thing. I wonder if there's a reason for that. There's really nothing special about me. I'm just a regular weakling. When there's trouble, I run away. That's all I know how to do. My whole life's been one long string of problems to run from and confrontations to avoid. Doesn't sound like this guy's gonna join the fight anytime soon. See what Kako and Ima have to say. Everything you hold dear will be forfeit. What could it mean? No need to worry, sister dearest. It's got nothing to do with us. Didn't hearing that bother you at all? Not in the slightest. The only thing I hold dear is my darling sister. So long as she remains safe, those monsters can reduce the whole TRC to rubble for all I care. But what if she's not safe? What if those things get in and kill us all? Well, then we'd have a problem. Whatever happens, my dear sister's safety has to come first. So I'll just have to hope those three maniacs do their best out there. You're just going to leave everything to them. You're not going to get involved yourself? Absolutely not. If anything happened to me, who'd take care of my dear sister? I have to take care of my own safety too, so I can be by her side night and day for the rest of our lives. I still don't get these twins' deal, but it's clear they only care about themselves. Yeah, I mean, kind of true. I'd say Ima's a little weirder than Kako, but... Being kidnapped was bad enough, but being told to fight monsters we know next to nothing about? That's where I draw the line. There's more going on here than meets the eye. What do you mean? I can't say for sure, but I do know it's not a good idea to act without sufficient information. Maybe if we can learn who's really behind this and what they want, it'll be a different story. Maybe, but that doesn't change the fact that three of us have decided to fight. They'll be risking their lives to protect us while we do nothing. Doesn't that seem kind of unfair? I get where you're coming from, and I'm worried about them too, naturally. But they made the choice to fight of their own free will. I don't think we can stop them. Just like we can't change the minds of those of us who have decided to abstain. I want to get out of here just as much as the rest of you. I can feel my condition getting worse already. It's already getting worse, huh? That's interesting. Hey, are we sure there's no way out of here? Even if we leave the school, we never get past that wall of flames. Plus, we don't even know where we are or how to get back to the complex from here. That doesn't mean we should give up. There's got to be something that can help us. Although, now that you mention it, I have no idea where to start. It's not like we're going to find a big red button with escape written on it. Yeah, imagine that, a big red escape button, am I right? What rotten luck. This is so messed up. I mean, you could try to fight your way out. I'm no fighter, I'm just a regular dude. You'd have to have a screw loose to want to fight those things. What did I do to deserve a life like this? I wish I could have been born rich or won the lottery or something. I mean, real, but... Alright, what's Tsubasa gotta say? Say, what do you think all that everything you hold dear will be forfeit stuff was all about? He was just making that up to scare us, right? I wish I knew. Then what do we do? I don't want to have to fight those things again. Just thinking about it makes me queasy. Are you okay? I'll be fine. Just give me a minute. Yeah, she's not going to be fine. I'm really starting to worry about this girl. Yeah, we got Vomit Girl over here. Alright, let's head out. It's no good. I can't do this. If I try to fight those monsters, I might die. Doing what Syria wants probably isn't too smart either. Even so, I can't just do nothing while the others are putting themselves in danger. Now I knew what I had to do. As I headed for the door, someone called out to me. Yeah, I was going to say, I just had a feeling it was going to be Ato. Takumi, where are you going? No way. You're not going to go join those three psychos, are you? Aren't you scared? Those monsters could tear you apart. I know that. And of course I'm scared. I'm terrified. Who wouldn't be? But I made somebody a promise. I said that I'd protect her no matter what happened.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Katawa. No matter what.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Promise?
That being a flashback already is not too shocking. The idea that you could be in danger right now scares me more than anything. This person, is she somebody you hold dear, as Sire put it? Yeah. Yeah, I guess she is. That's why I'm going to fight. Not because Sire told us to, but so I can keep my promise. Oh my, you're quite the dashing hero, Mr. Sumino. You did sound pretty cool. Don't give me too much credit. I'm not about to run out all guns blazing. I won't be the only one fighting, so if things look bad, I can always hang back and let the others take up some of the slack. With enough lucky breaks, I can fudge my way to victory, no problem. That's a real positive attitude you got there. Yeah, people tell me I'm too positive for my own good sometimes. Bro, are we gonna? Is this gonna be like Makoto all over again? Is that where we're getting here? All right, if that's your decision, I won't stop you. Just don't die out there, okay? I'll try. I opened up the classroom door and ran out into the hallway. Does look kind of like a school, I guess. Still not quite what I was expecting, though. But that can wait. The others were going to the war room, right? I'd better go catch up with them. Press start to open the menu. From here you can save, load, and view important information. When you save in the middle of an event, you will be placed at the start of the event when you load that save data. Okay. Go ahead and throw in a save. We don't really need this anymore. Just like... Okay, yeah. Metropolis composed of innumerable clusters of residential buildings. Its streets and buildings are strictly maintained, and it contains all the public facilities and amenities needed for its residents to live in peace and comfort. The lights in the giant ceiling above the complex simulate day and night, and shelters are built into the ground to protect citizens from danger. Those peaceful days came to an end when the strange monsters attacked. And then Karuo Kashimiya. Takumi's classmate and childhood friend, she has a gentle demeanor but is also surprisingly resilient. She lost her father at a young age and her mother spends most of her time doing research. In spite of all this, Karuo works hard to be the best person she can. Takumi was separated from her when the strange creatures attacked the complex. I guess that's all the information we have so far. Okay, we got the report card. Okay, yeah, this is just information, everyone. Honestly, we will look at all of this later, I suppose. Let's just go do what they've got for us for now. Oh, I guess I can pull up the map. So, it looks like we're going to the 3rd floor. It's going up. The navigation in this school is a little weird. Like, I guess just the way it rotates. Ooh, you're coming too, Takumi? Does it mean you made up your mind to fight? Yes, I figured you guys could use all the help you can get. That's assuming you'll be any help at all. That's the old Last Defense Academy fighting spirit. I knew you'd come around, Sumino. I didn't exactly have a lot of choice the way you threatened us. You wound me with your cruel words, soldier. That was just some friendly advice. If there was a chance your inaction would have dire consequences for your loved ones, you'd want to know about it, wouldn't you? What does that even mean? I'll explain later. Right now, protecting the school takes priority. Now then. Take up your infusers. You remember how these work, right? Just shove them in your chest and they'll pump you full of that sweet, sweet hemo anima. With that much power on your side, securing victory should be a cinch. Once you're fully juiced up, use these launch pads to get down to the battlefield. And we just have to eliminate all enemy units, yes? Let's get started. About time. Let's do this. Yo, this is so hype. Bro, she's crazy. I can do this. I'll find a way to make it work, somehow. I've beaten these things once, and I can do it again. I just have to do it like I did back home.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Tacky. I guarantee it.
Carl believed in me. Now it's time to prove her right.
Everybody ready for battle?
Let's do this.
It's your first time since the entrance exam, so feel free to go crazy out there. Try out every last reserve of strength and bathe in the blood of your enemies.
Goodness. Give me some hemo anima. We jumping right on out. Much larger scale battle this time, of course.
Attention! All troops stand ready. Let the battle commence. This is it, soldiers. Hope you're all ready. The enemy is going to advance steadily toward the school. The building has a barrier around it, but it can't stand up to attacks for very long. If its integrity level falls to 0, the enemy will waltz right in, and then it's game over for all of us. Keep an eye on how the barrier's holding up, and eliminate all threats to the school. Exercise your powers of observation, strategy, and merciless cruelty to their utmost. This is an honest-to-goodness battlefield, so keep your wits about you. Unless you want to end up with a hole in your head.
I'd rather not, personally. Defensive battles. In a defensive battle, you will lose if the barrier generator is destroyed. Protect it until the very end and destroy all the enemies. Annihilate all enemies. You lose if any ally gets destroyed or the generator is destroyed. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot about these passive skills. Adds armor for each space that you've moved. Allows use of retry and wave reset. That's a lame passive. This passive is just basically quality of life features. User skills changed when fatigued. That's kind of interesting. Attack +1 for every enemy defeated per turn. That's really interesting. So if you could, like, get her a big, Oh, yeah, I just looked at those. If you remember, this special defense unit has a unique ability known as a specialist skill. Learn each character's skill and use them to your advantage in battle. Yeah. Yuriko is an attacker that specializes in hard-hitting attacks. She automatically gains +1 attack for a max of +3. Okay, that's kind of important. For each enemy she kills during one turn from her specialist skill, special discipline. Alright, let's just click on everyone real quick. Darmi is a mid-range support specialist that can provide support attacks and gain a lot of voltage. Darmi's specialist skill, Special Sick Day, will make her feel low when she gets fatigued. This will then change all of her skills to their low counterparts. So, okay. Takumi is an easy-to-use character with great balance of range and attack strength. You can redo battles by selecting his specialist skill, Special Redo, from the menu accessible by pressing Start. Yeah, that's good to know. Looks like everyone has defensive stance and dash.
Let's do this.
Takamaru is a great defender with superior mobility and defense. He automatically gains armor +1 for each space move from his specialist skill, Special Rampage. Alright, so let's look at some of the AoEs. Oh, so that one's a square. Okay, I mean, that one's a pretty obvious setup, right? I feel like we gotta go for that one. Got a nice group of them. Armor provides temporary defense that can absorb damage during the wood that can absorb damage that would otherwise diminish your HP. It's only effective during the turn it was used. Okay, so armor's a one-turn thing. I mean, if Takumi could get there, he would kind of cook, but my group's kind of blocked. Oh, we can do this and clear that out a little bit. So let's do that. Actually, let's look at the shape of your attacks. Oh, single target and very small. Okay, he does not exactly have a big attack range. Like, she's not much of an AoE attacker. But okay, we also have moves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you can get right there. So I'm definitely thinking it's like here. Oh, she can do that from a nice range. Oh, and it said they changed, right? Low, kill me now. And if she uses it, it heals her fatigue. That's kind of interesting. That's a different shape. Cross-shaped mid-range attack. Just want to be like, how far could it reach? Looks like that's the extent of the range right there, the red. Okay. Okay, so she's still got a bit of range. Kind of interesting. And I think this surely isn't going to just get us killed instantly, right? I hope not. We're going to try it, though. Yeah, I mean, is there a reason to not... Oh, they just, like... No, they don't run right past, but they do try to... Seems like they maybe prioritize advancing where they can. So we could... Not gonna be able to kill everything. Is she gonna be able to just... Oh, she can just one-tap that thing anyways. AP plus 1 when defeating an enemy? Oh, that's for them. Okay. That's interesting. So we don't really have any specific move that I feel like Takamaru needs to make.
Time to move.
I mean, would this... How much damage is this doing? Not enough to one-tap, so it's not really any better than just doing this. I kind of think we just do this.
My turn.
Then just actually slam that thing.
Satisfied. This doesn't feel half bad. I could get used to this.
Oh, dang, girl! How'd you get to be so strong?
Strong don't even begin to cover it. Where'd you get all that power?
I told you I was stronger than you. I suggest you pay better
Yeah, I guess Hiriko was not kidding.
Is there a reason you're so much stronger than the rest of us, though?
What gives you the right to question me? At any rate, it's none of your concern. If you have time to prattle pointlessly, I suggest you use it more constructively and take out some of the weaker enemies.
Dang.
Yeah. You're awesome, we get it. I'm just glad you're on our side. Now let's get back in there. I'm itching to bust some heads.
Okay, so we got an AP for that. So did we get it for killing this thing? If we get AP for killing those things, then they obviously become higher priority than I realized. Okay, so wait, is it the exact same attack pattern? Yeah, it looks like it is.
Time to move.
Fortunately, she can't really move any faster. I mean, we could, like... dash? Does that only let us move one? I think because of fatigue, so at that point you might as well use, like, defensive stance or something.
Good to go.
Although I kind of think we should just, like, side slash this way, clear all those out. can't really do anything else, I guess, besides a little bit of... Oh, actually, we can get further than I realized. So we'll just go over here and kill this little group. Get some armor. Maybe he'll tank the hit. Oh, ow. Yeah, see, him tanking the hit is pretty good there.
My turn.
He needs to get out of the way. It's a little unfortunate. Actually, that was unnecessary, wasn't it? No, I actually did have to do that.
How's this? Broken so soon.
So can I just do that, like the defensive stance, and then just cranial fracture again? Is that a thing I can do? Looks like it.
Now then, to business.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Out of my way.
Those things giving AP on kill is pretty nice to know.
Ha! Was that it? I was expecting more of a challenge. I feel dumb forever being scared of these guys.
You were actually scared of them. For all your bluff and bluster, you're just as much of a coward
Yeah.
as the others.
I mean, maybe, but he did something at least.
Hey, I ain't no coward. I'll take you on anytime.
Nice work, troops. No one would think this was your first real battle.
But it wasn't. We fought him once already, back in the TRC.
Oh, right. Of course you did.
What even are those
Yeah.
monsters anyhow? Ain't it about time you spilled
Something is telling me that was not a real battle.
They are a violent and pernicious race. The enemy of all mankind.
Well, that's ominous.
Yeah, I'd say
Be a little
so.
more specific.
No.
Are they like demons from another dimension? Time-traveling aliens? Experimental bioweapons gone wrong? Oh, how about all of the above?
The army's kind of crazy.
They were created as living weapons, but escaped to another dimension where a PMC controlled by demonic entities sent them into the past to destroy the future.
That theory's way too busy.
Yeah, the army's a little much sometimes.
To tell you the truth, we haven't been able to determine their true nature just yet. All we know is that they're determined to get inside this school.
I mean, I have a feeling you know what they're going for,
As
but...
such, I've decided to designate them school invaders for the time being.
Invaders, huh?
Lucky for us, the undying flames stop them from getting too close. Most of the time, that is. But every now and then, some extra strong ones break through somehow. Your special defense unit exists to deal with such attacks, as and when they occur.
But why are they attacking the school to begin with?
They're after a certain special something hidden deep within the school. If that falls into the hands of the invaders, humanity is as good as extinct.
Extinct?
Oh, fantastic.
Our entire species?
So we're legit fighting to save humanity here? Dude, that is freaking sweet.
Bro's rocking with it.
The scale here doesn't make sense. I'm having trouble seeing how this school and the future of humanity can possibly be connected.
I don't get it either. But then again,
Yeah.
I'm a straight up student, so there's a lot of stuff I don't get.
Not the straight F student.
Everyone stop talking!
What's the matter?
My radar display is lighting up like a fireworks show. We're not out of the woods yet. We've got another enemy approaching fast.
Oh, reinforcements?
Big one.
Man, we got a double chapter. Oh. That's kind of a crazy design.
The hell, man? You want us to fight that thing?
Size isn't everything. I don't believe it'll give me...
Okay, Hiriko, we get it. Oh, she's really going for it. Oh. She's cooked.
Hurry! We have to save her!
She just got popped like a pimple. What? Oh, and just thrown right back at us. Youch. Youch.
No way. No freaking way.
Corpse recovery unit, deploy.
Got a unit for that.
There, we got our body back safe and sound. You can all relax now.
How can we relax? One of our friends just died.
Just do every day, you
Just
know.
focus on the battle. That's the invaders, Commander. It's gonna be on a whole different level to anything you've fought so far.
He's right. We can't afford to get distracted from the task at hand. Now, more than ever. It's fight or die.
Yeah.
Don't let it get to you, man.
Huh?
You let the situation get to you, you lose your cool. You lose your cool, you lose the fight. Trust me on this.
Bro's a master at that.
We've come this far, we gotta keep going to the end.
Bro knows from
There'll be time
experience.
for mourning and crap later.
God damn.
This game certainly picks up relatively fast. Alright. See how hard this fight's gonna be.
Those troops you fought before were just the opening act. This commander's a real monster.
Yeah, I bet.
Conventional weapons don't have any effect on it. That's where you saviors of humanity and your hemo-anima come in.
Okay.
You starting to see why the special defense unit is so important?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hemo-anima the only thing that works? What exactly is this stuff anyway?
Who knows, but it's convenient.
It's the only understanding between humanity and annihilation at the hands of the invaders. That's really all you need to know. Oh, by the way, those drones from earlier are getting tuned up, so try your best to avoid any further casualties.
Easy for you to say. We're the ones risking our lives out here.
Alright. Okay, so we got some ads. No one can die. We still gotta play defense. Okay, hold on. When voltage reaches 100% or more, you'll be able to use Boost Hemo Anima in addition to special attacks. Boost Hemo Anima powers up your allies in a variety of ways and will remain in effect for the entirety of the battle. Wow, that's pretty strong. Oh, I guess we... Is it like individual? I don't know if it's individual. If it's individual, I feel like she's who I want to start it with.
Ready whenever.
Okay. Oh. Are they gonna, like, make me... Okay. Well, that's a little lame. Can he get all the... I don't know if he can get all the way over there. Okay, it looks like they're gonna make me use it now, which is a little unfortunate, because move again seems like the strongest option here. An extra AP and heals fatigue? That's, like, really strong. I mean, I guess she's probably the boss killer. Given that she can kind of go here, thwack them, move again, punch. So I guess we'll give her some extra attack.
Ready whenever. I can hardly contain myself. My turn.
Alright. Gain the 3 attack by killing these guys.
Chop you to pieces. All right.
Boost Hemo Anima, move again.
All worked up now.
Now we have no voltage left, but cranial fracture. And how much is this gonna do? You know, not a ton, but a decent amount. We're doing, what is that, 9 damage? That's not bad.
Out of my way.
We could just swing again, right? In theory, but I feel like we definitely want to kill some of the ads. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this is the best spot we can get to here. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if it was... Okay. Didn't... Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay.
Full throttle.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to clear out all that much. That doesn't really seem worth it. Can we get him into a decent position? Not really. We can do a little bit of chip damage. 2 damage. Not a ton. Are we willing to eat some hits over that? I don't know. This is such a clean setup for Takamaru. I definitely feel like it was wrong to... Definitely starting to feel like it was wrong to maybe kind of rush with Hiriko there with the move again. I feel like a Takamaru move again would have been really strong, clearing out so many ads. Honestly, though, I mean, this is probably wrong, but whatever. We're just gonna do... We're just swinging. Gonna hit the boss. No AP, so might as well. Most of them are moving. That's fine. Ugh. Okay, he's taking some damage, but that's actually fine. We can get him out of there and clear a bunch of ads. So let's do that. Get him some armor, clear some ads.
Time to move.
We get free AP for killing these things, right? Yeah, so there's no real reason not to do that.
My turn. How's this? How unsatisfying. Time to move.
Looks like, unfortunately, I can't really turn that in a way that is going to let me wipe that crowd out.
Time for battle.
So I think I might just need to cranial fracture here again.
Out of my way.
Oh, is it running off? Oh, I don't even have to actually kill it? Could I have finished it on turn 1 if I just kept swinging? Might have been able to, but it's not like I'm doing a low turn count run or something. Oh, I wonder if there's going to be people who like LTC this game. Probably, I don't know. I don't want to say probably not. Like, I'm sure there will be, but...
Going after it now would only play into their hands. You'll have to finish that one off some other day.
Alright, I'm sure they'll be back within a few in-game days.
All in all, a decent first mission. Go ahead and dispel your hemoanima and return to the school.
Oh wow, is this like she's MVP or something? Oh, am I getting graded? Oh, I am. Okay. I see. Total turns 5. That was not... Oh, does that include the first defense wave? I think so. Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So I guess we're going to try to go for some good grades. I don't know what BP is. Maybe like battle points or something.
Hooray!
Welcome back. You did great out there, soldiers. Those invaders never knew what hit them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do I appreciate? You guys. This is no time to celebrate. A girl died out there, you sick bastard. Oh, come on. I just wanted to give you some positive affirmation. It's a management thing. He's right. Settle down. Yelling isn't going to do us any good. Don't tell me you're okay with what just happened. It's war. People die. That's the whole idea. And it's not like she meant anything to me. We only met a couple of hours ago. If anything, you're the strange one for getting so worked up about a total stranger. You got a real attitude problem, you know that? I know I said not hitting girls was an ironclad rule. But I figure for you I could find a loophole. I mean, open-handed strikes barely count as real hits, right? Just try it. I'll twist your body into a double helix in return. Not a double helix, bro. Bro's gonna be DNA. Oh no. Sounds like in this case, DNA stands for don't. No. Ah! What? Come on, guys. We shouldn't fight amongst ourselves. Just as the tension in the room seemed strained to the breaking point, the door flew open with a clatter. Are you guys alright? No, asshole, we ain't alright. The emo chick with the creepy laugh got killed. With the creepy laugh? For real? She actually... she actually died? Were you guys watching? Yes. The monitor in the classroom broadcast the whole battle. Honestly, I'm not sure if I approve of my dear sister being exposed to such explicit content. That was the first time I ever saw a person die. I still don't believe it. I know they say reality is cruel and all that, but this seriously can't be happening. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all a dream. Just one big messed up nightmare. What do I have to do to wake up? Should I just pinch myself real hard?
Quit your whining.
Quit your whine.
You get why this happened, don't you?
My bad.
Her death's on all of you.
Oh, dang, Takamaru.
If you guys had grown a pair and fought like the rest of us, emo chick wouldn't have gotten cornered the way she did.
Bro, she didn't even get cornered. She ran into their arms. She, like, practically leaped into the boss's arms. She knew what she was getting into when she agreed to go out there, and there's every chance things still would have ended like this even with our help.
What? You think we should have hung back like you did? We'd all have been wiped out then.
Alright, troops, break it up. We're all on the same side here. Good grief, the way you're carrying on, you'd think someone had died.
Someone did!
But then the door opened again, and we were joined by an unexpected guest. Hola.
Hey, guess who's back?
Huh?
What? Oh, what's the matter, guys? Is my makeup smudged or something? Oh, man. How embarrassing. Just give me a shovel so I can bury myself and hide, am I right?
Never mind that. How are you alive?
Is she a ghost? Man, wouldn't that be cool? I'm not, though. Just your girl, Takumi in the flesh. I don't know what happened, but I basically came back to life.
Huge. I mean, I knew that was coming, but still. You came back? Isn't that wonderful? Just another miracle courtesy of our friend, Hemoanima. What's Hemoanima got to do with it? It's not just for fighting, you know. It can also reconstruct and reanimate organic tissue. If one of you falls in battle, we send out a drone to recover your body post-haste. Then it's just a matter of getting it inside one of the recovery pods in the infirmary, stimulating your remaining Hemoanima, and boom, you rise from your grave. You can die out there as much as you want, you'll just keep coming back. So we're playing Fire Emblem casual mode, not classic mode. You mean we're immortal? Ding ding, that's correct. But that's impossible. I mean, even more impossible than everything else going on around here. You don't have to believe me, but there's some pretty strong evidence standing right in front of you, wouldn't you say? Yep. Exhibit A, right here. Common sense has gone right out the window now. You think it's going to turn out we're inside a super immersive VR game or something? That's just your narrow viewpoint of what's normal talking. All of you from the Tokyo residential complex are like that. You've lived your lives under that dome for so long you have no idea what a wide and wonderful place the world really is. Your future's simply brimming with possibilities. I don't even know how to react to that. You serious? We really can't die? Dude, that is so freaking sweet. This Hemoanima stuff is awesome. Must you raise your voice over every new development? Just remember, you're only immortal while you remain on school grounds. The recovery drones can't get past that wall of fire. And if the invaders manage to get in and damage the recovery pods, you'll be stuck with the one life you've got. You'll be back to regular old mortals. One life and then you're gone for good. That'll definitely happen at some point. In other words, if we want to stay alive, we have to keep fighting off the invaders. Now you're getting it, Sumino. Keep on fighting like good little soldiers and you'll be fine. Whoa, hold on a minute. Now that I think about it, not being able to die is a major downside. We can't hold a killing game like this. How are we supposed to murder each other if we're all immortal? That's the part you have a problem with? One more thing, just to set your minds at ease. When you're revived, you also get a new bomb implanted in you. Good as new. That's supposed to comfort us? At any rate, we've prepared for everything. Now you can fight to your heart's content, right? Absolutely not. I'm more against it than ever now. What? How come? Even if this advanced technology you're talking about does exist, immortality seems a step too far. Your explanation of how it works was far too simplistic. I find it hard to believe you're telling us the whole truth. Yeah, and that's fair. And even if we do come back afterwards, fatal injuries are still going to hurt, right? It hurt like hell when it happened to me. It was so bad I thought I was gonna die. You did die. In that case, I'm out. I can't allow anything that would cause my dear sister any pain. Young people these days are so self-centered. We're talking about the future of humanity here, you know. You keep saying that, but how exactly does what we're doing here relate to that stuff? Like you said, if the invaders secure a special something from inside the school, humanity will be wiped out, correct? That's right. If you lose this war, Homo sapiens will be a thing of the past. Naturally, the Tokyo residential complex will be obliterated too. Obliterated? Then that's what you meant by everything we hold dear being forfeit? Now you're getting it. The fate of the world as we know it rests squarely on your shoulders. When did my life get so spectacularly off track? So what is this thing that mankind's future depends on? What is it we're risking our lives to defend? I knew you'd ask me that sooner or later. It's only natural you'd want to know, so allow me to throw you a victory party. Your achievement in the field today deserves to be rewarded. We want information, not a party. No reason you can't have both. I'll tell you more while you eat. You must be starving after all that fighting, right? Now that you mention it, I could use a bite. You're saying there's somewhere we can get food around here? Of course. There's a cafeteria on the first floor. I'll meet you there. Come straight up, troops. No distractions, no detours. What do we do now? I'm in favor of going to the cafeteria. My dear sister's stomach has been grumbling adorably for a while now. You don't have to tell them that. I want to hear what Sirei has to say, so I'll go along too. We wandered out of the war room one by one, still trying to make sense of the situation. Guess I'll go with the crowd. The cafeteria should be somewhere on the first floor. Alright. Pull up the map and select a place you'd like to go in order to teleport. However, be aware that you won't be able to teleport to locations you haven't unlocked or locations marked as inaccessible. You can also use the map to check your current location as well as the location of other characters. This map will come in handy when you're feeling lost. Alright, so yeah, we're going to the first floor, which I don't believe we're there. Does it show us where we're at currently? It doesn't really look like it. But I believe the war room was second floor, so we just got to go down again. Oh, no wait, the war room's third floor. Right. Alright, school's got quite a unique design, I must say. What is that? To the cafeteria. Here it is, the school cafeteria. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Although it's still just as weird as everything else around here. Go ahead and order whatever you want. It's your party, after all. Our handy-dandy ration-o-matic will create any kind of food you desire. It slices, it dices, it also makes julienne fries. You want ramen, burgers, steak, sushi, it all rolls out nice and fresh. It's even got a recipe for pasta sauce made by a grieving widower desperately trying to recreate his beloved wife's cooking from memory. That's so sad. Speaking as a grandpa's girl, I don't even want to think about something like that, let alone try it. I think I'm going to stick with dessert. Chewing solid food for too long makes my jaw hurt. What? Bro, you gotta eat normal food. Hello? Do you live on a diet of applesauce or something? I'm a little worried about whether this stuff is really safe to eat, but I'm hungry enough that I'm willing to risk it. 1 hour later. Man, that hit the spot. I ain't never had anything this fancy before. It wasn't a bad effort, I suppose. I just wish we could have had some wine to go with it. Hey, you're too young for alcohol. Just because you got an attitude doesn't mean you get special treatment. What's with that snarky laugh? You think I'm scared? I ain't afraid of breaking no laws. I'm talking about your health here, dumbass. That stuff can seriously mess you up if your body's not used to it, you know. Are you implying her body isn't? What's so funny? You think you're better than me or something? More importantly, why do these guys get the 5-star treatment while we're stuck with dry bread? Eating this is actually making me hungrier. It's a victory dinner, remember? None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. So now you're using food as an incentive to get us to fight? That won't work on me or my dear sister. We've lived through hardship much worse than this. Don't remind me. I'm fine with it too. If anything, dry bread is too good for a human cockroach like me. Why does he look so happy saying that? Just in case any of you big-hearted recruits get any ideas, sharing food between fighters and non-fighters is strictly forbidden. You've thought of everything, haven't you? Sorry, I hope it doesn't look like we're rubbing it in. Don't worry about it. You're not the one who's at fault here. Now, if you've all eaten your fill, what say we get back on topic? Okay, well, what's on topic? And why am I going to ignore that to go talk to everybody first? What do you got for me, Shoma? And is there anything else to check out? Check out the ration-o-matic. I've been told this ration-o-matic will create any kind of food we desire. Well, it sounds like that was just true. Giant refrigerator. I've never seen such a huge refrigerator before. The candy-o-matic. Oh, that's what I need in my life. Nothing but candy inside. It's all very colorful. I thought it was a window, but it's actually a fish tank. That's a crazy fish tank, I'm not gonna lie. There's someone I should talk to first. Talking to a barely functioning simpleton like me won't get you anywhere. You should do your best to ignore me from now on. You'll be a lot happier that way. Okay, thank you, Shoma. What you got, Gaku? I'm so freaking hungry. There's no way I'm fighting those monsters. Maybe next time you will. What you got, Ema? If we get hungry, I'm sure we can forage for food on the school grounds. We did it a lot when we were little. I was hoping we'd put that time behind us. So it sounds like they definitely got a slightly depressing backstory. Alright, Tsubasa. There's no way I can live in a place like this. Please, just let me go home. I have a feeling that's not happening, Tsubasa. I'm sorry. What you got, Eito? This just isn't normal. What on earth have we gotten ourselves caught up in? Alright, Takamaru, what do you got? Can't say I'm crazy about the decor here, but the food's top-notch. That machine will make anything we want. There's even a kitchen if we feel like doing it old school. I gotta admit, it's pretty impressive. Living here might not be so bad after all. Alright, Darumi. I'm not the biggest fan of meat, TBH, or fish, or rice, or noodles. But if there's candy and cake, I'm all about that. What a palate. Alright, Hiriko. I don't wish to waste time speaking to you. Ask Siri to get to the point, would you? Well, yeah, sorry. My bad. Alright, Siri. Alright, let me start from the beginning. Last Defense Academy lies somewhere outside of the Tokyo residential complex where you've all been living up until now. Of course, its exact location is a highly classified military secret. Very hush-hush. The school periodically comes under attack by a hostile force we call the Invaders. Much about them remains a mystery, but we do know that what they're after, a certain special something concealed in this very school. Yeah, so what is that special something? This item is vital to the continued existence of humanity. If it should fall into Invader hands, it's all over. Your home in the Tokyo residential complex will be destroyed, and everyone you've ever known will die horribly. To avoid this, we've drafted you into the Special Defense Unit, a squad dedicated to protecting the school from the Invaders. To make things easier for you to mobilize in the case of an attack, you'll all be living here until further notice. And those are the facts of this case, Your Honor. Any questions, or do you guys want to chow down some more? Wait, go over that last part again? We're really supposed to live here from now on? Until further notice is awfully vague. We're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here. Surely we're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here. Of course, your commission comes with an expiry date. You'll be required to serve here for just 100 days. 100 days? That's right. Just a svelte 2,400 hours, and you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is. After that, you'll be free to return to the peaceful existence you enjoyed so much before this ordeal began. You mean we can go back to the complex? Is there even a complex for us to return to? Or have those monsters already destroyed it? No, it's doing fine. There's no danger of the invaders attacking the Tokyo residential complex again. Right now, they're focused entirely on this school instead. Whatever you've got stowed away in here is that important to them, huh? You've told us a lot, but there's one detail you seem determined to keep from us. Don't make me ask again. What exactly is it we're protecting, and why would losing it mean the end of humanity? Those are some good questions, perceptive as always, Shizuhara. One more thing. If this mission is as important as you say, why would you assign it to such a small group? We're civilians without any significant combat experience. The only one here who can put up a decent fight is me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We all contributed. I mean, you were the MVP of that first fight, but still. You don't hold back, do you? Another excellent question, and I'd love to give you a detailed, comprehensive answer to go with it. But that's all highly classified information, and so long as even one of you refuses to fight, that's the way it's going to stay. What? Explain yourself. If you really want to know more about your mission or why you were chosen for it, there's just one path open to you, Shizuhara. That's for you and the other brave souls from the fighters group to convince these lily-livered pantywastes to join in the war effort, too. Now you want them to do your dirty work for you. It's just one underhanded trick after another. I mean, yeah, it is. It's not like I'm doing this to yank your chains. That's just a fun bonus. My primary goal is to get all of you out there on the battlefield fighting the good fight. The invader forces are only going to get stronger from here on out, so I need all of you to be in tip-top condition, too. Without another word, Siri hopped off his chair and strolled leisurely toward the door. Where are you going? I was going to go drop a deuce and hit the hay. Why? You want to come watch? You actually have realistic bodily functions? I suggest you get an early night tonight. You need to give your bodies time to recover after fierce battle like today's. You never know when the next attack is going to happen. The next attack? Yeah. This wasn't the first time I had to face those monsters, and it won't be the last either. They'll keep coming back to attack the school again and again. Every time we'll have to put our lives on the line, and maybe even experience the pain of death firsthand. That threat will be hanging over us constantly for the next 100 days. Will I be able to stay sane for that long? Will I even be the same person at the end of those 100 days? Where are we supposed to sleep anyway? You want us all to huddle on the floor together? There's no need for that. I've prepared luxurious individual suites for all of you. You'll find them on the rooftop. Whew. At least we get our own rooms. I was starting to worry about that. You're all at that delicate age, after all. If I left you guys alone, you'd be running like rabbits in no time. Oh, Lord. Is that true? Is kinky group sex some kind of high school rite of passage? What? Okay. Kako is certainly an interesting individual. You need to stop taking what he says so seriously, sister dearest. Go find your room, settle in, and think hard about what you're going to do from here on. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your lives. What did he mean? What's there to think about? I think that's his way of encouraging you guys to join the fight. Come on, do it. Do it. Just pretend like you're an anti-PK hunting down griefers like a boss. What? She's certainly a character, bro. Look, I'm just a regular guy. I can't flip a switch and go psycho. We're immortal here. What's there to be scared of? Sure, getting killed hurts, but you can come back right after. You know how some people don't ride roller coasters even though everyone knows they're perfectly safe? It's like that, except even more so since there's actual danger in this case. You do realize your decision also affects the rest of us. We're being denied important information because of your cowardice. I know. Pretty much everything I do has a negative effect on the people around me. The world would be better off if I'd never been born. I don't see why we should be expected to fight in the first place. Shouldn't protecting humanity be left up to science nerds and army jocks? Right? Why us? I haven't even solved my first mystery yet. Besides, once people start talking about the future of humanity, I kinda tune out. It's too big for me to wrap my head around. That lack of imagination is a serious shortcoming. You'll never survive this if you don't learn to adapt. I get where Tsubasa is coming from, though. Yesterday was just another normal day. Now I'm risking my life fighting monsters who want to destroy the world. Part of me is still having trouble accepting any of this is real. Something tells me this little round table we've got here isn't going anywhere. How about we call it a day? After that victory feast, I'm about ready to slip into a food coma. Same here. Dying really takes it out of you. We really gotta stay here a whole 100 days? We've only been here for one and I'm already sick of the place. I have my fair share of concerns too. Siri said we were living together, but we're basically prisoners here. Ugh. You sure you're alright? Please, don't worry about me. The symptoms, they come and go. But I agree we should rest for now. A good night's sleep will help us focus better tomorrow. Well, with everything that happened, I doubt I'll be able to get to sleep. Unable to dispel the oppressive atmosphere, everyone gradually wandered out of the cafeteria. I should get going too. Apparently our rooms are up on the roof. Is it just me, or is that a really strange place to put them? That is kind of a weird place. Now I gotta run to the roof. You know, it would have been nice if they just let me turn left there. Just saying. Although I might have been able to just teleport, to be honest. No ceiling. That alone was a weird enough sight. The prefab huts intended to serve as our room seemed almost normal in comparison. DR2 vibes. Each hut was adorned with a metal plate bearing the name of one of our group. No doubt about it. This is where we're meant to stay. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Sumino. Okay. Thanks. There are a lot more rooms than there are people. I wonder what the others are for. Huh, I didn't notice that. Think there's some reason behind it? They're probably just spares. Nothing worth getting worked up about. What's the meaning of this? This has to be a mistake. This is a travesty, an outrage. What's wrong? My dear sister and I have been assigned separate rooms. Someone's trying to obstruct our pure, sweet sibling ties. Dude, that's for the best. You need to become normal. You must be just as devastated as I am, sister dearest. You'd feel much better having your brother dearest by your side, wouldn't you? I think it's fine for us to be apart now and then. Sleeping in different rooms for a while isn't going to hurt. But I really don't get these two at all. I feel like it's mostly Ima. Okay, looks like I can't really like interact with anyone's rooms or anything. I guess we'll just see if there's anyone else like chilling outside. Nothing to do here right now. I mean, that's like, is that like an entire second row? Well, it looks like it. Alright, let's go to the room. This is my room, huh? It's nicer than I thought it'd be. There I go again, being positive for all the wrong reasons. Exhausted, I kicked off my shoes and climbed into bed without further delay.
Hey!
I hate to admit it, but it was actually more comfy than my own bed back home. The moment I laid down, the day's activity seemed to catch up with me all at once. Being thrust into this unfamiliar world and confronted with so many harrowing truths had completely drained me. My average, mundane life had been ripped away from me, and I was at the mercy of forces beyond my control, like a tiny rowing boat tossed around in a vast ocean. Every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I was in no position to resist. The oblivion of sleep would be a blessing at this point. Within a few seconds, everything went black. And so ended my first day at Last Defense Academy. If I woke up tomorrow to find it had all been a dream, that would be fine with me. In fact, that was the best case scenario I could imagine. Maybe in the morning, everything would be back to normal. I'd go downstairs to the living room, say goodbye to my dad as he leaves for work. Mom would be there, and Karawa too. Psych. You wish. Day 2.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Bro didn't even call me an Ursine.
Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot! I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead!
Wonder if, you know...
Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria, on the double!
Wonder if, people who, didn't fight are gonna get stale bread again. Was that some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of that give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. But he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. I guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save the game here. So, you know, one day kind of worked out. like timing wise, this is about the length of a normal video of mine. So that was a lot. It was a lot in my throat. A lot more speaking than I was prepared for. This is a lot more work than Higurashi. I failed to consider that. If you guys see this video, that means I decided that I was fine with that. But there's a small part of me that's wondering if I'm fine with this right now. I'm not gonna lie. A lot more speaking than I'm used to, and I'm trying to differentiate the voices. I don't know how different they actually sound in practice. I am trying. I'm not much of a voice actor, guys. You can probably tell, I'd imagine. Voice acting is not my forte, but I hope they're at least distinguishable enough. The voices for Kako and Tsubasa, I don't have those down at all. I think everyone else I kind of got something going for by the end, but, you know. But ignoring that, that's kind of meta stuff. Let's talk about the game itself. So this is actually the point that I've played up to. So starting next episode, it's going to be fresh content for me. I've seen all of this. But I really like what's going on in the game so far. Honestly, the first time I played the game, I had a more negative impression of the intro than I did this time. Right? I don't know what it was. I liked the prologue, like day one, more this time. For some reason, in the prologue, the lip syncing really bothered me to the point that I almost switched to Japanese, by the way. I almost started this game on Japanese for that reason. And I'm sure the Japanese voices are perfectly fine and nothing wrong with them. You know, I'm just going to stick with voices that I can understand, so long as, you know, I don't have a problem with them. And so the lip syncing not bothering me nearly as much helped, you know. I really have never been bothered by lip syncing until I played this game's prologue in the demo. I don't really know what that was all about, honestly, but, you know, we're living with it now. Also the characters, I didn't really like the cast in the first time I played the game, but this time they were just more manageable for me. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just in a mood. I don't know. Maybe I was just in a mood that day, but the characters, yes, they're pretty tropey, but I feel like it's a Kodaka game. You got to kind of expect that going in, right? And it was introductions, right? Like, you know, they're going to start by giving you a brief, like, this is kind of my vibe. And yes, I'm going to play it up for the intro, but that doesn't, like, necessarily mean that's all I ever talk about, right? Like, there can be a lot more to these characters in those intros. So again, I was kind of bothered by it when I first played it, but this time I kind of liked them. For the characters that I like so far, I kind of like Hiriko, I like Eito, I like Kako, or Kako, I think that's how you say her name. I really strongly disliked Darumi on my first playthrough, but she's actually kind of fun. Like, I'm actually kind of having fun seeing her this time around. She's so extra, she's over the top, but it's kind of funny, actually. It's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, Gaku and Shoma, right? I think those are their names. I can't say I was huge on them. We'll pull up their report card so we can see the names. I guess we'll, like, take a more in-depth look at this at the start of the next episode, maybe. Like, no, whatever. We'll just look at this here real quick. And we'll kind of talk about my thoughts on each character. Takumi, April 16th, Aries, likes sleeping in, dislikes studying. Yeah, I mean, the most generic traits you can imagine. Bro, I don't know what 57 kilograms is. 126 pounds, I'm guessing. Yeah. 5'6". Yeah, bro's pretty short. Bro's pretty small. Just mid in every single way. Respectfully. Oh, what in the world? What are these? We have social ranks? What in the persona? Okay. And that's only for him. Yeah, those are social ranks. Okay. Takamaru, he's a bit much. I'm not usually the like a fan of the, like, I guess that archetype that you can kind of tell he's part of, like, pretty aggressive, although at least he's, like, good-hearted at the end of the day, right? It seems, at least, but you know, he's all right. I don't mind him. Not in love with him though. His voice was pretty easy to decide on though. 6'4", 180. Bro is big. Bro, Cincinnati Bengals need you. Not really. That's actually not really. No, that is football big. I was thinking basketball. Yeah, bro, the Bengals need you. Like, for real. I don't know. You need to, like, bulk up a little bit and play defensive end or something. And we just drafted some new edge rushers. Maybe we'll be fine. Maybe we don't need you. Maybe not, I guess. Hiriko, I like Hiriko. She's like to the point. She's pretty tall. She's actually, I think, taller than me. Unlucky. Relatively skinny though. Likes small, cute animals. I don't know why I would not have pegged her for that at all. Indecisive people, spicy foods. Wow, spicy foods. Hater. L take, by the way. May 27th birthday. Not that that's really important, but cool to know. We kind of skipped over Takumaru's likes and dislikes. Likes, radio exercises, shocker. Dislikes, subtlety, shocker. Darumi, I kind of gave my thoughts on her. At first, I didn't really like her. What in the world are those likes? Gore, misery porn, adult games. Okay. Sure. I guess. Why not? Right? Why not, right? 5'5", 100 pounds. Yeah, so she's pretty small. And dislikes life sims. Yeah, so like I said, I actually liked her more than I expected. Like when I first started, like when I did the demo, I didn't really like her all that much. But she's fun. Eito, he's kind of right now. I don't know. Right now, there's not a ton going on, but there's kind of like this intrigue to him. He's obviously very suspicious, inquisitive, and I kind of like that. You know, I have a feeling he's going to be one of the characters who's always trying to figure out what exactly is going on, you know? Relatively tall, but kind of skinny for his height. March 16th birthday. Likes cleaning. Okay. Dislikes loud noises and ugly things. Okay. What a guy. Tsubasa. I don't know how I feel about her. When she's not puking, she's not bad. Her tendency for yakking is kind of strange, I'm not going to lie. 5'4", 112, so again, pretty small. July 3rd, Zodiac sign Cancer. Likes radial engines, dislikes static electricity. I guess those make sense. Gaku. I can't say I really liked Gaku so far. Right? I mean, his character is that he's like super self-centered, right? Like coward, right? I mean, I'm sure eventually he'll get over the cowardice part at least. But you know, so far he's just he's on the lower end of things for me. 5'3", 117, again pretty small, but you could tell he was small looking at his sprite. 5'3", good lord. Likes cooking, dislikes poverty, and working for free. I guess those are fair things to dislike, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Ima. Ugh, okay. Why does he have the same birthday as me? You're kidding! This is my least favorite character in the games so far. Are you serious? Oh my god, he shares a birthday with me. You're capping. Oh my god. Okay. He is tiny. 5'2", 95 pounds. But this guy, he's just weird, right? He's way too much about his sister, right? Like, I mean, he's obsessed. I can't say I care for it. Likes Kako, his dear sister, sister dearest, and dislikes anything that hurts his dear sister. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, this guy's probably my least favorite character so far. Maybe with more routes, he'll get less weird. Or like more time, maybe he'll get less weird. But so far, I cannot say in good faith that I like this guy at all. Kako, yeah, she's also born June 19th. I guess that's a W. Because she's actually so far a character that I like. I don't know, just 90 pounds. Good lord. These kids are tiny. I mean, I know they're just like kids, like high schoolers, but 90 pounds? 90 pounds. What? And I know they also explicitly came from a background where they were like, you know, like, it sounds like they came from a background where they were, like, poor and scavenging, even, but, like, 90 pounds? I mean, I guess for 5 feet, that's one thing, but just, that's crazy to me, right? Likes complex flavors and dislikes anything that hurts Ima. That makes sense, like, so, I mean, you can just kind of look at the likes and dislikes and tell that she does care about her brother, but not to the same degree that Ima does. But I like Hako so far. I don't know. She's kind of cute, I'll be honest. The whole, like, anything, like, everything about Sirei just seems interesting to her, like, kind of technology-wise. Very naive. Just kind of funny. We'll see how much depth there is to her character. I'm not saying she's, like, my favorite so far. My favorite is probably Eito, I'd say. But so early. But next character, we'll move on to Shoma. 4 feet, you know, real classic. And 93 pounds! What? He's heavier than Kako! About a full foot less! Good lord. Okay, born February 28th. Likes dark, damp places, dislikes convenience stores at night. So far, I'm not really a fan of the, like, ultra giga depressed archetype that he kind of is. There could be more to this guy. I'm sure there will be. So far, I can't say I'm a huge fan. He's like him. Like he's a clear step above Ima for me because he's not nearly as offensive. But I think Shoma and Gaku are in that same tier right now for me. Of like, I don't really like them. They're gonna have to prove more for me. That's the whole cast. Kind of going through what I think about them. First impressions. Oh wow, there was a lot more in the archive. Well, I'll read that maybe next session. We went through the whole report card just now. I don't want to sit here forever in the conclusion. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this game. The plot setup I think is interesting. The gameplay, I actually really think it's fun. The strategic gameplay. It's not like the craziest ever, but it's a fun turn-based like combat, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it evolves as we get more, I assume, complex maps, access to new characters as combat units. Like, that should be interesting, I'd say. Very intrigued to see that, how that's going to evolve. Actually, I guess let's right now take bets on who's going to be the next one that fights with us. Right now, it's just kind of going in order, but I do not think Eito is going to be the next one to fight at all, to be honest. I really do not believe that. I don't think it's going to be Tsubasa. I could maybe see it being Gaku, actually. I don't think... Oh, is it going to be Ima? I could, like, maybe see it being, like, I gotta protect, like, Kako. Especially since I'm not going to die. I'm not going to let her be subject to the pain. I could see Kako and Ima, like, at the same time. Maybe Kako being like, I want to fight. And Ima's like, oh, I'm fighting with you. Don't even think about it, you know? Shoma, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be him. I could see it being these two together or Gaku right now. I don't see it being Eito, Tsubasa, or Shoma. But we'll see. Just thought it'd be fun to kind of give out my guesses there. But we're going to go ahead and we already saved, but I guess I'll save again. And that'll be it for this episode. If you're watching this, that means I actually released it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and are looking forward to more. We already talked all about this episode, so I got nothing else to say, really. Whenever the next episode comes out, I can't imagine it'll be long. I'm probably going to play again right away. Maybe, you know, eat some food, drink some water, and bring my water bottle next to me this time. But I'm probably going to play again tonight. So I can't imagine it's going to be very long before the next episode. But I can't say that factually. So whenever that comes out, though, I hope to see you guys there. Peace.